wide hallways, big doorways, theater rooms, team rooms with wider seats, and those kind of things are all parts of what you want to include looking on into the future, not just in the near future.
And tell me how that comfortable, homey family feeling helps overall morale and getting to that high level of competition.
Morale is important, and you have to have continuity and that family feeling that you're looking out for each other. And when we show a commitment that we want to take the very best care of our student athletes to ensure that they reach their potential, not just in the field of competition, but also in the classroom, and that they have an experience they'll savor forever, we mean that. And usually an experience that you'll savor forever comes with success and victories, and that shows on the scoreboard, which is good too.
Your facility is fanatic, Bill. I mean, you know this stuff better than anybody. So, is there something that you really want to be a part of that new complex that you're bullish on?
Well, the performance areas, of course, the nutrition, the training rooms, all of the sports medicine area, the strength and conditioning. We've got a really good weight room now. It's not large enough. There's more things today since that one was built that the professionals are using. And I can't emphasize enough the size of it, the hallways being wider, the seats being wider, the door frames being wider. And as I said a few moments ago, I played this great game 50 years ago, and the guys playing it today are 100 pounds bigger than I am. What are they going to be in another 50 years? You know, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun to get out again and look at some of the facilities that have been built since the ones that I looked at about 7 years ago, and cherry pick some more of those good ideas and put them all together and build the best there is in the land.
It's going to be a lot of natural light. I know you're
lots of natural light, yes.
Why is the timing good? Why is the timing now that you need to do this?
Well, as I mentioned in my remarks, we have an outstanding football coach, a great staff. We got a tremendous university. We're in a tough, wonderful, prestigious conference. We want to win, and we want to win right. We want to build a program that's sustainable, that year in and year out we can be in the picture. And to do that, number one, we got to recruit Nebraska. We're getting our walk-on program back to attract these young boys that have dreamt of having that red N on their helmet and develop them. But at the same time, we got to go head-to-head with the top programs in the country. Michigan, Ohio State, USC, Texas, Alabama, Florida. We need to be in those same high schools and junior colleges to get that caliber of talent if we want to get some more banners in that building. So that's our intent. This building is going to help us.
The track's moving are they moving this spring then? The track team?
We're not real sure exactly when that's going to happen, but that project will be separate from this. It's not in the same budget, but it will be a tremendous facility out on North. It'll be out in the Innovation Campus, close to Devaney. It'll really work out well, we feel, for our track and field program because it's so close. They can use the indoor, they can go outdoors, their locker rooms are there. It'll be a win-win situation.
Is that going to be kind of done simultaneously? Since
it has to be, yeah. And we try to get that done so competitive season is not affected, and I think we can pull that off.
Is that part of the price tag, the $150?
No, that's a separate project.
Do you know what the price tag on that is?
An estimate that we're looking at right now is around 12-13 million.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
How tough was it to kind of keep a lid on this with us bugging you about it, fans bugging you about it, to make sure the timing was right?
Well, I really like you guys, and I don't want to lose my credibility, so I tried to tease you a little bit, but as soon as we felt that we had the approval we needed and we were starting to raise money, I said we got to let this thing out because our media has been patient, and this is a big story. This is a way to wave our banner, and really not only for Nebraskans but other people in the Big Ten and around the country looking over their shoulders. That, like I said, we're going to get back to being a powerhouse in college football, and this is going to be a big piece of it.
Have you guys?
With all the tasks that a person has to have running a football program, how did you keep Scott in the loop and use his input in this planning?
Well, Scott's been a lot of places too, and he saw what we built in Oregon and what we built later. He's been to Kansas State. He's been down at UCF. He's seen a lot of facilities and what it can do. And so I started talking about this with him early on, and like he said, he had more things to deal with early on, but as he started to see where a lot of the top talent was going, they were going to places that were, big time programs but had fabulous facilities. Young people today are looking at, hey, what can you do to help me get to where I want to be, to my dreams? And we can do that pretty good right now, and I think we're doing a good job of it. But when we get this building, it'll be even that much better.
Matt Davidson said,
have you come up with ways to utilize North Stadium once the move is made?
Yes, and there's we have a couple of different options we're looking at there. One thing is we'll be able to get hopefully on the second floor all of our media relations people, our external group, which are kind of spread. Husker Vision, tickets are over across the street, development. We're hoping maybe to get that all on one floor because we have probably over 100 employees in those areas. And those are the areas, as you guys know, that touch the public. And we want to make sure we have one voice, everybody's on the same page. So a lot of it will stem around that. We still have to decide about the locker room, who's going to be able to utilize that. We would like to, at this point, we're talking about our current weight room being a museum-type setting for social events, really showcase the accomplishments of Husker athletics, not just football. And so we need that space. That's valuable space, and it will all be used.
Matt Davidson said that the new weight room is going to be just for football. Why not make it available to all student athletes?
Well, we want to make that football specific. A lot of the things we do in football, we don't do in other sports, but we're also freeing up space in other places. And I talked about the weight room. We may keep that as a weight room. We don't know yet, but. Parts of the football piece of this needs to be exclusive because what is required of a football student athlete in some cases, a weight room being one, is different than a lot of the other programs.
They're going to be sleeping quarters in the locker.
Sleeping quarters? Well, I haven't thought about that. You want to take a nap? Well, I'll find a place for it.
LSU building. That's why I asked.
Yeah. No, really, in our design is very preliminary now.
Yeah.
We needed to get some kind of idea to get a price tag. The one that we have is very efficient. The flow, where you go to get your equipment, where do you go to drop off your equipment? Close to the locker room. How do you get to the media area? Our media, I'm going to tell you guys, our media setup post game is less than desirable. We will have a state-of-the-art deal there, so we're taking care of you too,
Yeah.
And those kind of things. We're trying to piece that all together while looking at other people's facilities on their campuses and coming out with the best of all worlds.